Hello everyone, it's Enigma here, and it's that time again, guys. It's that time again where I talk about the Nintendo Switch Online. And you guys already know that I hate the online. I'm not a big fan of it. I do not like what it has going for it, and, I just hope that, Nintendo can make improvements and help, fix the online and make it better and make it fresh. However, the Switch Online dropped in September of 2018, but obviously now it is 2019. So, that makes me wonder, is Nintendo really going to fix the Switch Online? I'm going to talk about all the problems and what I think Nintendo could do to fix it. Basically, I could see Nintendo fixing some of the stuff that's in the Switch Online. And I'm just gonna say it right now, I have hope for the Switch Online. I do feel like Nintendo has heard the backlash about, the Switch Online. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Nintendo knows by now that a lot of people are not happy about this service. So I'm gonna just say things that are basically wrong about the online and stuff that I've already ranted about it, and whether I think that Nintendo will fix it or not. The main problem is something that the Switch Online doesn't have at all, which it desperately needs, is dedicated servers. Now, dedicated servers are basically they're servers that, make the game lag less. It's just a whole lot better if you have dedicated servers. And, in games like Smash Ultimate, I think we can all agree that online is utter garbage. And I've never even played the online, but I've saw people play the online before, and that is so laggy and just so bad. And, it just reminds me of the Brawl in Smash 4 Online. It's just not good. And I feel like Nintendo could make a change to that. I think they could make it in some sort of update, and, in a patch or something. I think dedicated servers might come to the online service. Now, and something I should mention, and here's another way that I feel Nintendo could actually acknowledge the criticism. Literally, every Switch Online video on YouTube has double the amount of dislikes than there are to likes. Dislikes are always, more so than the likes. And, it makes a whole lot of sense. A lot of people are just not happy with this service. They just do not like it. It feels like Nintendo was living in 2007 with this service. I just feel like they're not, doing much to make it feel like we're playing online games in 2019. And the thing is that, every video is literally, disliked more so than liked. I'm going to get back to that point in a little bit, but right now I'm going to talk about some more things that the Switch Online doesn't have that it desperately needs. Virtual Console. I'm pretty sure we all saw this coming. We kind of got Virtual Console, but they're NES games. And I've already talked about I had a huge rant about the NES games. I just don't like how that's the only old console games that you can play on the Switch. It's just those games are just not, they're just not enough, and I'm not the type of person to ask for more and more, but if you're just gonna limit it to only NES games, I just don't feel like a lot of people are going to play NES games in 2019. I just don't think so. And, I think it could help a lot better if they add SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii, stuff like that. Do I think Nintendo is going to do all of this year? Absolutely not. But at least add SNES, or maybe N64. You know, I think those two consoles could maybe happen this year. Maybe they could continuously add consoles as they go on, and then next year, you know, they add the GameCube and Wii, you know, and then after that, you know, they just start with the handhelds. You know, I just think that, you know, I just don't think that this year will be the year to add GameCube and Wii games or handheld games. Maybe handheld, like the Game Boy maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. But right now, I think they could add some more, you know, things. And you know what you know how I said that I would talk about the YouTube thing later? Is that I actually think Nintendo might actually add these consoles. Because in their latest video talking about Switch Online, Nintendo stated that they would be adding NES games. They would be adding 3 NES games, you know, each month. However, in this video, they only added 2 NES games. So maybe they're not adding a lot more NES games, and then they're gonna start with SNES, and then they're going to go on with N64, and so on. So, I think that's what they'll do with that. Now, and other things. Now let's start with the things that the Switch Online does have, but is not, you know, amazing. Online play, like I said, it needs dedicated servers. I've already talked about that. Cloud saves. This needs some major improvements, and this shouldn't even be hard to improve. All they need to do is make cloud saves available for all games. You know, it's just, how is Splatoon 2 one of those very few games where you can't back up your cloud saves? And a lot of people are huge Splatoon fans, and you know, if someday their Switch breaks, they're going to have to restart everything from scratch, and they're going to have to restart everything all over again. And, you know, that's just not going to be fun. And, you know, it's not going to be technically is not their fault if you can't back up their cloud saves, because if they get another Switch, you know, they got to restart everything all over again. And, you know, I completely understand those people, and I really, you know, empathize with you people. However, do I think Nintendo could do this? Absolutely. This was one of the hugest backlashes to the Switch Online back in 2018. A lot of people were like literally getting furious with Nintendo when they said that, you know, cloud saves do not work with all games. And I'll admit, even myself was pretty angry, because it's like, yeah, I'm not a Splatoon fan, but it's like, it's kind of ridiculous for those who do play Splatoon and they gotta restart everything all over again. And, you know, I just don't think it's that, you know, fair for those people. And I think they, you know, should back up their save data and stuff like that. But overall, you know, I just think that needs some improvements, and, you know, I think Nintendo could do it. Now, before I get into the next thing, I gotta just look what's even in this online, because I honestly forgot. I'm doing this unscripted again. I know I should do more videos scripted, but yeah, I'm not always prepared. Sometimes I just want to get this out of the, just want to get this, you know, out. I talked about the Nintendo Entertainment System, save data, smartphone app. Now, this is the one thing out of this online that I actually don't think is going to change. Because Nintendo put up this, you know, app altogether just to, you know, just because I would feel it would be a waste of time if they were to, you know, not be able to use the app literally, like, not even a year after it's been out. So I don't see the smartphone app going anywhere anytime soon. But, that's not really a huge problem, though, because a lot of people use, like, Discord and stuff, so it's not a huge problem. You know, whether you like to use the smartphone app or Discord, anyway, you know, you're still playing online, and you're still having a nice experience. And while the smartphone app isn't the best thing, it's also not the worst thing. I honestly think that Save Data Cloud's not working with all games, and just NES games are probably worse than just a smartphone app. Like, yeah, they could do better, but it's a nice start. Lastly, special offers. Now, I don't have much to say about the special offers because we really do not know what's to come. We got some Splatoon 2 stuff, and we got the NES controllers. But, hint, hint, they should add SNES and an N64 controller, hint. But yeah, anyways, I just think that, that needs, to be added just as special offers. Obviously, we need SNES and N64. Those are, like, dying to be on the Switch, like, especially playing those games on the go, like, that would be amazing, and, I just hope that Nintendo fixes this with the online in the future. Now, here's the final, verdict. Do I think Nintendo could fix this Switch Online completely in 2019? While I do not think they'll fix everything that's wrong with it, I do feel like they will actually make an effort. And because 2019 is already coming to a great start with Nintendo actually listening to the fans. And what I mean by that is that Nintendo has already made a really great decision, which is closing the Nintendo Creators Program. Like, when I first saw that tweet from Nintendo, I honestly thought I was dreaming, because I thought they would never get rid of that service, and, they would keep, monetizing the videos and, taking our revenue from ads, but Nintendo is getting rid of the Creators Program, and, that was something that the fans have wanted for a long time, and Nintendo is listening to the fans because of the backlash. Same with the online. If Nintendo was listening about the complaints about the Creators Program, then I'm pretty sure as hell that they're listening about the complaints about the Switch Online. I'm pretty sure that, the new guy, I can't think of his name right now, but he's very young, and I'm pretty sure he knows what fans want out of this service. Now, here's the thing, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this Switch Online was, planned by Kimishima. However, now that Furukawa is now in charge, I'm pretty sure he will, get a better understanding of what the fans want, seeing how he grew up as a Nintendo gamer. So he himself should know what the fans want because he's a fan himself. So that really makes me very happy, and, maybe he can make some changes to, improve the Switch Online and make it a better experience. And, Nintendo has already made a great decision, and, the YouTube dislikes and comments, I'm pretty sure they will notice that as well. I'm pretty sure Nintendo checks back on that every here and there, and they probably notice the dislikes and the comments and all that, so who knows, but it's too early to say, but right now I have a good feeling about the Switch Online, and maybe they could have some improvements for 2019. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like the Switch Online? Let me know in the comments down below. And in fact, in my last Switch Online video, I was actually surprised, because a lot of people said that the Switch Online was pretty good, so I'm happy that you guys are able to enjoy something that, I just don't. That's great for you guys, but honestly, I'm kind of disappointed at the online, and hopefully, it can see some, changes in the future to make it better. So yeah. Anyways, this has been Enigma, and peace. See you next time.